Hello, everybody. It's Mr. E from the Riverhouse Mystery School, the headquarters of the Compassionate Economy in Boulder, and we're going to do a daily read. I've got two decks with me today. I've got the Wisdom 514, the Wisdom Oracle 514 Wisdom Oracle, and then also the 514 Black Sheep Tarot. And these are two decks that came out of 8-year play of community living and magic and spiritual practices and a lot of people coming together to do amazing things with the vision of a better world. And so you can find out more about us at 514tarot.com. And what I do every single day is I have a little message from the black sheep to the black sheep. So here we are. We've got a deck with all the characters in the play of the last 8 years of this community. There's one right there. And so I noticed some time ago that everybody in the play of my life surrounding this Riverhouse Mystery School were simply and beautifully and magically and brilliantly characters in the tarot. So what we did was we took the tarot and we added a fifth suit. You know, I never have really gone by the rules. Kind of been making them up all along. So, but we figured if we added a fifth suit to tarot, and this came out in a book called Amusement Park. You know, if we had a fifth suit, then we'd start playing a new game with different outcomes. And isn't that what we want? Aren't we looking around in the world? Oh wow, look at that! The Ace of Daggers comes up. Wow. I mean, the Eight of Daggers. Eight of Daggers comes up as the first card. An ominous start to our pull today. I wonder if anybody out there is feeling like maybe their thoughts are getting away from them. Thoughts are getting away from them. That's okay. Happens to us all. You know, we get challenged and then wow, this card came up yesterday. We're being asked to look at things differently. We are being asked to look at things differently. That is the Hangman card, and in our deck we call it the New Perception. Beautiful picture there of hanging upside down on a tree, and it's just like the Hangman in tarot. It's just like the Hangman in tarot. With you start looking at life from a different way. And the last card is the Chariot card. That's 7 people sitting around the middle altar in our labyrinth here at the River House. It's a Chariot card, divine assistance. It means things are going to start happening really quickly. When you give up the mind trip that you're in, you see things with a new perception. And then when you see things with a new perception, God can step in, or this Holy Spirit, or whatever, your angels, divine assistance comes rushing in and says, here are the solutions that you've been looking for. Here was what was already there behind all of your thoughts. So anyway, my name is Mr. E, and I am dedicating myself to reading cards every single day and just spreading messages of love, giving people hope and encouragement in this incredible time of change that we're in. I mean, look around. Wow, big change, right? Keep happening. We may just be in the very first phase. Let's get real with ourselves. Right now, it is a time to strengthen your mind, learn to let go, and start to envision happy outcomes for not only you, but for everybody else. And that's what this fifth suit is in our tarot. We didn't see any of that fifth suit come up today, but in this fifth suit, if you keep playing the cards long enough, you're going to have a happy outcome. So keep playing your cards and just envision happy outcomes for yourself. Let's see what the Wisdom Oracle has to say. Wow, look at that. Trust. Make America relate again. Make America relate again. Make America relate again. Now, this is up to each one of us. It's up to each one of us. If we're going to get involved in the division and the political game and all the rest of it, if we're going to be on sides of things, if we're going to judge people for, then we're not in trust. Now, we're looking at something, we're looking at the whole mosaic. We're saying, no, I'm going to trust life. I'm going to trust myself. I am the trust, and the trust is me. I'm going to cultivate that trust in my life so that I don't get lost in this Eight of Swords place where I'm feeling imprisoned by my own thinking. I mean, what a nightmare that is, and we've all done it, and we know it. So let yourself off the hook. It's okay to get there. It means you're growing. It means you're changing. You're almost through the swords. And as soon as you learn to see it differently, see your situation, and I love to do this. I love to just say that prayer and get really clear with the Holy Spirit, like, I know there's a different way to see this clearly. I know it. I'm unhappy right now. I'm in this place of swords because I've let my ego take over my emotional and my thinking body, which it can't really, because I'm a sovereign being and I am the spark. I am a divine being. So I can turn my life upside down. I can beat on a drum. I can get out into nature. I can hang on a tree. I can do something to jar my memory back to the fact that I'm actually happy and in love with life and in love with myself, because it has to be that way. Because that's what we were made. We were made just like our Creator. So anyway, here we go. Divine Assistance card, the last card. We can trust that that chariot is coming, or it's here. As a matter of fact, the chariot is here. Let's just say that today. The chariot is here. I'm just not able to see the chariot because my thoughts are in the way. My thoughts are in the way. Second card is I'm still here. Still here. Still here. Still here. Every day you wake up, still here. I'm still here at the River House, unbelievably so, 8 years. And boy, has that been a journey. I am still here. You are still here. And I think also that card is asking us to be still and to be here. Be still and be here. Be with the chaos of your mind and find the sanity. There's somewhere in this crazy thought pattern that you might be in, or you've been in before, or you maybe know somebody's in it. There is an eye of the hurricane. You've got to find that eye, and you can find it by looking at things differently. And then as soon as you do, divine assistance shows up. Wow, look at this. Okay, so be courageous. Appreciate those who give you resistance. Be courageous. Be courageous. Courageous is of the heart, right? It's a French word, and my French isn't very good anymore, but it comes from be courageous, come from the heart. Appreciate, love those people that have given you the most resistance. That's one of my great lessons in this River House Mystery School, is the people that gave me a lot of resistance, a lot of resistance. And learning to appreciate and love everybody in the play, not to love their ego necessarily, but just to appreciate them. Just to appreciate them. No, they're a divine spark just like I am. We're all God. And on this crazy earth we're in right now, everybody's wearing, masks and costumes and whatnot, and they show up in certain ways, and they show up just like you want them to, really. Everyone is responsible. No one's at fault. This is Buddha sitting on the beach, right, with a big mandala around his neck, his beads going in his fingers. Everyone is responsible. No one's in fault. He's being still, and he's here. He's very present with his life, right? He's moving his mala beads. Everyone's responsible. No one's at fault. There's a line from my book, Spark, that says, everyone is responsible and no one is at fault unless one criticizes what's in one's vault. So in other words, if we're criticizing ourselves, we're making ourselves both at fault and not responsible. And what this is saying is, if we look beyond everybody's personality and we look beyond our thoughts that are in the way of us seeing everybody as love, then we realize everybody's a spark too. Everybody's a spark. Everybody's manifesting their life through vibration. And this is God's world. It's all happening the way it is. And I can make a choice to look at it as everyone's responsible, because we're all here and no one's at fault. I'm not going to hang up and blame anybody for anything that I see. Only an ego would want to create another ego. No, everyone's exactly perfect the way they are, being the way they are. And if they're messing with your head and they're getting in your head, great. You found some work to do. Look at it differently. Look at that. What you're looking at is actually your own judgment about the situation, and you can let that go. You can let that go by looking at life differently. And as soon as you do, divine assistance shows up and everything works out for you in a perfect way. All right? Last card that came out, it's the last part of the message. I'm going to leave you alone. Keep following the choices that feel right. Keep following the choices that feel right. You've never done anything wrong. I promise. There's no real knives in this picture, okay? There's no knives in the picture, all right? We simply have these thoughts that things aren't correct sometimes, but everything is exactly the way it is. So let's turn it around, turn it upside down. Let's see it the way it truly is, and that's what the black sheep do. If you remember my message yesterday, if you need to go back and look at it again, or you want to go back and look at it, the black sheep, our message today: keep following the choices that feel right. Trust what's going on. Don't make anybody wrong, especially yourself. Be very courageous. Appreciate the people that are giving you resistance. Just love them. Just love everybody. It's a test. It's an opportunity to love. Anytime you have somebody pushing back, it's an opportunity to love. Be still and be here. God bless everybody. Have a